Welcome to Game Day Picks. I'm Tony Tier from Tony'sPicks.com. We're here Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time to live free picks for today's action. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We want you guys live with us, so you get the best numbers when we give out these plays in real time. Also, let you know about our promo code. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. Also, love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments below. And you can also get our picks from our podcast. That's Tony's Picks is the podcast. Every pick, every show is in podcast form on our podcast, available on all major platforms. Just search Tony's Picks. And our website is Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers. Get signed up to some of our long-term passes. Some of our hot cappers up there. You see Ramon has been on fire here in the last 30 days and for the year. Nick has been on a tear right now. Collins has been hot. Brandon as well. Tiffany. So click the links and get signed up to our long-term passes. You'll find our featured premium picks here, right here on the center of the screen. A lot of action up there today. Our best bet, each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. Many of them have some up there right now. And of course, many cappers have more than one because they handicap more than one sport. As you can see, Tiffany here with 3 of them in there. Our new capper Wall Street guy, probably here with 5 best bets across the 4 major sports. I have a best bet up there as well, Paul. So go ahead and get signed up there. See Mindy there with many best bets as well. Lots of action today over at Tony'sPicks.com. Our $15 pick is a promotional item that each capper can release one play from their card as a $15 premium pick, just to introduce their service to new and existing customers. And many of them want to make a good impression because you see a lot of best bets there at that $15 price point. And you'll see profit guarantee. All one-day passes must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credit. That is profit guaranteed. Those are just on one-day passes, not on long-term passes because they're sold already at discounts. Here are some one-day passes here. 3 packs and more available right now over at the site. Lots of action. And of course, if you prefer your picks a la carte, you can see which play you're getting. Well, that's the pick ticker. Also profit guarantee there. So check it out there on the pick ticker, a la carte pick purchasing as well. All right, let's get this show underway. With us today on Game Day Picks, we have Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. Let's get this one underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll find her over at Tony'sPicks.com. Catch the morning steam with Ramon and Mindy Saturday through Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So let's bring in Mindy in right now. Mindy, what's happening?
Not too much. Just watching this wild Buffalo-Akron game, I tell you. It's going to be interesting to see if Buffalo can hang on to get a bowl game.
Yeah, the 11.5 looks great on the Akron side. That was one of my free picks in the morning because I like the way they've been playing. And I don't like the way Buffalo, they could have wrapped up bowl eligibility against Kent, and they blew it, So they had to reschedule this game for that reason. And yeah, it looks like Akron this is not the ugly Akron we've seen in many years. DJ Iron, I don't know if he's there today. It might be Undercuffler, but the quarterback play is definitely improved. Yeah, it's Undercuffler, right? It's been improved with that team.
Yeah, it's crazy because they were just running right through that Buffalo defense. I mean, that's where it's all been. And then a couple, mistakes by Buffalo there as well. Like, I don't know, muffing the punt in the end zone, that sort of thing. But, it's just a noon football for you, I guess.
Yeah, well, see, the thing in Buffalo, they don't play those night games on action in Buffalo. It's too cold, right? That's why they're playing it early. They don't want to play the game. And if I was Buffalo, I would play the game at night. That would help me a lot, because that's a tough place to play, But they don't want to play those games of the action at night in Buffalo.
Yeah, you just never get used to the cold playing ball. You just never get used to the cold.
And they'd have the advantage there if Akron had to play in that night game over. That would have been brutal. But anyway, we're going here to hockey. On the ice there, as the Rangers are host the Senators. The Rangers favorite here, minus 180, total 6.5.
Yeah, I guess the only thing that you could maybe say is cold is this Senators team, I guess, they're 3-6 here on the road, 6-4 though on the road puck line, so not too bad there. And then 1 over and 9 unders in their last 10 games here. Rangers, on the other hand, they're 4-5 at home, 3-6 on the home, 3-9 there on the home puck line. So again, they don't win by 2, very often here. Also, they're 1 game up on the over. They're 5-4. But this game here is definitely going to be a rematch of Wednesday night's game where the Rangers won this one, 3-1, where I was just talking about they don't cover the puck line often. And there you go, they did it. But the Senators do have a little bit better offense, I think, here this season. But as of late, haven't been doing well. They've only scored 11 goals here in their last 5 games, averaging 2.2 a game. And most of those goals, 5 of them were versus the Ducks. So they really haven't been playing, too well here as of late. Rangers, on the other hand, they've been putting up a little bit more. They scored 16 over their last 5, averaging 3.2 goals. But again, just like, the Senators, they scored 5 of those goals versus the Kings over their last 5 games. So that probably skews that a little bit there as well. Defensively, I think the Rangers have been playing well, here this season. I think they should be able to use their defense to keep, the puck out of the net here today. But I'm not going to look at a side. I don't really like it, when they're get up over, 150. I kind of prefer, that range there for all of my plays. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the total here. It's been a huge trend to the under. If you take a look at these two teams here head to head, they're 42 and 14. The Senators have about 9 trends to the under, if you just take a look at that. And then also the Senators here have pretty huge trends to the under, about 7 that I could find. The under 7 and 2 in the last 9 games following a win. I will be looking at the under 6.5 goals here today, Tony.
All right, so I'm Mindy here. Rangers Senators under 6.5 goals. Rangers seem to be able to defend these Senators well here. And looking at this one, in this matchup, when you mentioned the trends, yeah, you look at the under. Boy, there's heavy trends here. 42, 14, and 12 the under here in the last 68 meetings. The last 30 in New York went 19, 6, and 5. The under, I'm pretty sure it's just the Rangers defending Ottawa.
Oh, 100%, right? I mean, Shesterkin hasn't had like the best year, right? I mean, he's at, .913 save percentage, so not terrible. But he's only allowing 2.58 goals a game. And then I believe Cam Talbot's in there for the Senators. And again, he's not been terrible, even though he's like 3-6 on the road. Or 3-6, this season here overall. But he does have the actually better, save percentage, .918. But yet he gives up, 2.57 goals here on average as well. But again, the Senators have not had an over game in their last 10 since November 10th. So yeah, it's a pretty strong lean here to the under today.
Yeah, Talbot 2.57. He's broken with the Rangers, and he's been bouncing around the league with Edmonton, Minnesota, now with Ottawa, but a pretty good goal against here. Average there. Rangers Senators under 6.5. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com. Busy weekend. Got a lot going on. We got 3 on the ice, a lot of NBA board. Well, the college of football is underway now. We have really 2 great games here in the prime time. Probably Friday looks to me more a little better card than Saturday, but still there's a lot going on Saturday as well. So good Friday night action here. NBA, of course, with a big card. NHL, the college hoops in there with a monster matchup, Gonzaga at Baylor. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, so I do have a nice package here today in the NBA, since there's 11 games going there. Been up 457 units with my totals plays here this year on the NBA. And then also I do have only one play in NHL on that small, card today. But as you had showed, on the graphic there, plus 18, 36 units here this month in the NHL. So been seeing the card pretty well. And then I have a play here in college football tonight. So we get 2 more games yet this evening. Big implications for both of those as well. Been up 650 units here this month in college football. And then where I'm in a lot of plays here, I got 10 of them today in college basketball. I put a 3-pack together on the early games for you. Or if you want to go ahead and just get them all, you can do a 7-pack of plays for college basketball. Then also I've done the best bet there too. Was off a winning day yesterday, 5-1 on my totals again. So I've been seeing the board really nice there. And then also, like you talked about, I'm part of that morning steam team. And when Ramon and I put our brains together with the morning steam, we're plus 1,048 units in college basketball. So I think you should feel confident with me. Got some winners in there that you could go ahead and pick up a package and feel good about these plays here tonight. And then if you don't want to go ahead and just do something just today, why don't you take a look at getting, the 3-day, 7-day, month-long package where you can get all of my plays for, that way you get them for a really low price, per play, where you can maximize your profits. So again, I think it's a good time. I'm seeing the board really well, so feel confident with me. Buy one of those packages. Get over there to Tony'sPicks.com right now and use the promo code TonyT at checkout.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Mindy Han over at Tony's Picks. Remember that promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off. And of course, that Mindy right now over at Tony's Picks in action here, as she mentioned, a college basketball 3-pack here. Early action right now over on the site, as well as 7-pack here from the NBA with this 11-game card. Also a 7-pack here of Friday night hoops and college hoops. So Mindy, a lot of action going on Friday night. Best bet from college football off this remaining 2 games on this board. Of course, a lot of action as well. Best bet as well from college basketball. But instead of buying these plays all individually, here we are on a Friday. Maybe a good time to get to try Mindy out. You want to try it out? Try to get out with that 3-day all sports pass. So you get all of Mindy's premium plays for 3 days. That includes all that includes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to be really loaded here with action here, right? We got the Friday college football, the Saturday college football, the NFL coming in with a big card on Sunday. Got all the NBA. The college hoops cards are going to get bigger now, as well as NHL. So good time to get on board with Mindy. Try out with that 7-day pass. It's affordably priced there at $99. It's like $33 a day instead of buying the plays all individually. Just get the $99 pass, and then of course use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and that will save you 20% off. That knocks it down there to $79. They're using the promo code on that.
Perfect.
So way to go and get that 3-day pass. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Mindy's page, and then scroll down to the bottom, and you'll find near the middle of the page, you'll find the 3-day all sports pass. Also, you'll cross through all of her action here for today. And the stuff you see there in orange is profit guarantee. These are all 1-day passes. They must turn a profit, or the amount is the purchase credit back in your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. What you see in yellow is not, because as you can see, they're already sold at a substantial discount. So like we said, that 3-day pass is a real bargain when you use that promo code at $79 after the 20% discount at $79. So get on board with that 3-day pass. A really good value there over at Tony'sPicks.com, especially on our Fridays. We're loaded cards here. Championship weekend here for Saturday here for the conferences from college football, NFL, NBA, NHL, big cards, on the Saturday cards. So a lot happening. So get on board right now with Mindy. Also, Mindy, we put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy. And of course, you're back tomorrow again with that morning steam in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time.
That's right. So you can find me at Twitter, Tony's Picks Mindy, where I have another play in college basketball today. It will be on the totals, and like I said, been pretty hot with my totals here. So far, it's picked between Colgate and Auburn, so you can pick that one up totally for free just by going ahead and doing a little bit of extra work on the Twitter account over there. And then, yes, you can find me again as one half of the morning steam, where we have your host Ramon Scott going through all of the morning steam. So you get all of the, the line movement from the early morning hours to, I guess, the less early morning hours. Yeah, right before kickoff, basically, or tip-off, or however you want to say. But yeah, we go over all of the cards in its entirety for the NHL and NBA. And then we will have all of the card tomorrow for college football. So we will be going over that as well. You'll have to come back and see us 2 days in a row to get the rest of the NFL. But you can get the early morning. They're already probably chopped up into, segments to find your favorite team. Or you can just watch the whole show in its entirety to get all of those picks. And then, of course, we do usually go ahead and pick out the best matchups of the day for you in college hoops. Like I said, where we've been killing it. Plus 1,048 units here this month. So we're ready and excited to get you some more winners. And we love when you guys come in and chat. It makes our day so much better. When we get to have all of that consensus, we get your input. It's been a lot of fun. We love the morning steam. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m.
That's right, guys. Check out Mindy with the Ramon in the mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern time with the morning steam. Now, if you want to listen to yesterday's show, there's some football up there you can take and listen to. Every pick, every show is in podcast form Tony's Picks is the podcast available on all major platforms. Of course, just do a search Tony's Picks there in your major platform. And of course, many of you are at work right now. You want to drive home and listen? Do that on the podcast. All right, Mindy. I wanted to make note too, when we're looking at Mindy's, we talked about that 3-day pass. I failed to mention here. Also, that included in that 3-day passes are the late steam plays. They're not included here on these profit guarantee plays because those are pretty much, you buy a 3-pack, you get a 3-pack. But if you get the All Sports Pass here, that 3-day All Sports Pass, that includes late steam plays, which are plays that the cappers load in between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Now, not many sites do this. Probably the only site that does that. I believe there's a demand for this because a lot of times cappers, we have like everyone else. Picks are in at 11 a.m. Eastern time. After that, nothing in the system, right? Because members go in, they log in. They don't want to log in later and see, or you put a pick in, they miss it. We want everybody in there by 11 a.m. So what happens now is the cappers can load a play late in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. And if you're one of those members here for Mindy's 3-day All Sports Pass or longer, that pick is emailed directly to your inbox. We're only going to do that with the late steam. We're not going to put all the picks in. There's too much email to be sent. Just the late steam plays, the ones that are put in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, that's also part of that 3-day All Sports Pass. So any of the packages that are in yellow, the late steam is included there. So just want to make note of that because Mindy is in action a lot with some late steam. I noticed we can now see the velocity reports on these late steam. We're seeing a lot of cappers are now putting them in. We are now tracking the late steam. When you go under this, our leaderboard 2.0 is called Who's Hot. We put a lot more data there so you guys can check it out. Best bets, we're tracking the $15 premium pick. We're tracking the late steam. We're tracking spreads, totals, money lines. What else do we put? Money lines, spreads, totals. Yep, and totals as well. So a lot more data. We're going to continue to track more data for you. This is our 2.0 leaderboard now up on the Who's Hot link. Check it out. And of course, the late steam is part of the 3-day All Sports Pass. Wanted to make note of that. All right, Mindy, as always, great having the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again on Monday.
All right, those are awesome features. I think they're really cool. So I appreciate all your hard work, and I'm sure that the folks will love it. I will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you, and see you on Monday. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks here Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, and set notifications. We want you guys live with us so you get the picks in real time to get those best numbers. Let's continue on here on the show here. That's Game Day Picks. Next up is Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony's Picks where he does great work up there. Let's bring him in right now. Of course, lots happening right now in the world with the World Cup. Ramon, now give us a YouTube update, not the sports radio update. Give us a one here. What's happening here?
No, Switzerland right now 3-2 over Serbia. I think might be the game of the day, I think, or game of the tournament so far. Really incredible matchup there, Tony, and that's the one I'm mostly focused on right now.
Very good, very good. All right, let's get to the NBA tonight. Interesting battle here at 8 Eastern time as we have the Spurs hosting the Pelicans here with the Pelicans laying 7 on the road. The total sits 232.
Sorry about that, brother. Fix that camera there. The other one, no score, Brazil and Cameroon. Tony, I'm going to take a look at this one between the Pelicans and the Spurs. Looks like no Brandon Ingram still tonight. CJ McCollum will be back in the lineup, so I'm kind of focusing on the total here in this one. I don't know if the bookmakers have necessarily made the appropriate adjustment. Everybody knows that McCollum's missed a couple of games now, and Ingram missed the last game as well, but it looks like he's back for this one. So, look, the Spurs, I know they're not playing any defense right now. They're pretty much next to last or second from last. Currently defensively, but they are averaging just 110 points a game. That's really 27th or so in scoring, and I just think tonight with their recent series against New Orleans. Now, New Orleans are definitely putting up some great numbers of late. Zion is just out of control, really starting to fulfill the bill, if you will. New Orleans averaging 117 points per game, but allowing just 110. So I think we saw what the Spurs did with the Lakers the other night, but I think that's a little bit of a different situation because I think New Orleans right now, you can kind of put them, not towards necessarily the top of the Western Conference, but with that 13-8 record right now, you got to think New Orleans is starting to finally emerge maybe into that top tier a little bit. playing a little bit more defense. I think people are giving them credit for. They have gone 2-6 to the under their last 8 as a favorite. This series has been a pretty strong under, despite the game 9 days ago went for 239 points at San Antonio, but they did go for 208 back on October the 9th with 217 as the total in that one. So it did go under. New Orleans also number 3 in defense, defending the 3. So I don't know what, if they can get that missing 20 points from Ingram from a guys like probably Alvarado would have to be the one to step up. We know, maybe he's 10 a game right now is his average. So, he's got to score more here, I would think, and be one of those guys to kind of step it up. I guess if you go a notch or two down the bench, you'd need maybe Graham to come through with maybe over his averages, I think, to make up those points, Tony. So I'm just not sure that the right adjustment has been made in something where maybe more appropriately would be in the 227, 228 range when you're trying to replace a guy like Ingram and the impact that he has, on the team, on the floor, not just points wise, but all the intangibles. Really, one of the more overlooked stars in the league in Brandon Ingram. So, San Antonio, they're a poor free throw team as well. They're bottom 5 in the league, certainly there. So I'm going to go under tonight, Tony. This big number with the Pels and the Spurs.
All right, Ramon, going to go under here. Pelicans and Spurs under 232. Yeah, Lillard Ingram out of this one. He's a key contributor offensively. Of course, Spurs also missing some players as well. Only thing that scares me about the Spurs is they may just not show up defensively. We saw some ugly numbers put up here by their opponents. I know that the as you mentioned, the Pelicans are really defending well. Matter of fact, if you look at over their past 6 of 7 at home, their second defensive efficiency, holding teams to just about 103 points per 100 possessions. So at home, they're playing lockdown defense. The only concern I have, of course, is will you get a no-show from the Spurs on the defensive end, as we've seen?
Right. Well, I'm trying to equate it a little bit to that series with these two teams. I don't think there's been obviously no improvement really from San Antonio, kind of steady as a bottom tier team over the last couple of seasons. New Orleans, maybe they are starting to get to a point, like I said, where I think we can all put them up a notch or two. But again, when these two teams have gotten together in San Antonio, 6 of the last 7 meetings have gone under in those games. So the San Antonio scoring does, always concern me. So, with these totals are just high, Tony. I just think that a lot of these bigger numbers, we did, like I said, that Laker game was an outrageous total between these two teams just the other night. They went for, it was 281 points in that one with the Lakers. But again, the night before they had played the Lakers and it went for 199. So, it is a matter of the motivation with a young team. Certainly, you're going to have a lot of ups and downs. Hopefully, got the coaching staff to do it, but even these guys are having problems right now getting it all together. I think with San Antonio and their current roster of guys, Collins and Johnson and KBD. So, for me, I see these numbers and I'm having a little bit of tough time a lot of times getting there on some of these overs. So I've got to start to look for some spots there because if anything, a dent in my record a little bit, my good NBA record has been trying to get over some of these big numbers. So I'm trying to zero in and try to figure out which roles teams are not getting to those expected numbers. We know that that's what we're playing here is a numbers game, teetering on the edge of a little bit more or a little bit less. So premium pick, you want to be zeroed in, super confident, and here a little bit of beta, but that's the way I see it with New Orleans. Again, when they're favored, I expect a little more defense against a poor team like San Antonio that they can really take care of business. So I like to see the Pelicans, continue this climb right now because we've had a little bit of, I don't know, not want to say fun at Zion's expense, but really kind of waiting for him through the injuries, through all this, and now we're really starting to get to see what he's all about. We know what he's all about, but man, getting to see it on a nightly basis without interruption is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then thinking of totals, there's 2 games right now with totals about 217. The rest of them are in the mid 220s in this 11 game card. So 9 games in the mid 220s. So lots of scoring. Ramon here, Pelicans Spurs under 232. This one to have a start time here of 8 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com for today's action. Showing great results here in the NHL as well. We're showing profit last 7 days overall, last 30 days, and for this year. So Ramon's been on fire here over at Tony's Picks. We got good NBA board tonight, 11 games, a few from hockey, good college basketball card as well. And of course, don't forget there is college football tonight, 2 games in the prime time. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Right now featuring a 3-pack in college basketball over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can pick that up right there for $30, 3 games in college hoops. And I also have a standalone tonight right now, Tony, in the Conference USA Championship game. 4 plays locked and loaded for you at Tony'sPicks.com. So Conference USA game, Tony, North Texas going up against UTSA. Think it's a anticipated matchup because North Texas has really done such a good job. I know UTSA has been pretty popular at the window. Not going to tip my hand, but you might want to log on, pick up that Conference USA Championship game pick from me tonight. Pretty good numbers here for me in college football. And going to be a great weekend, Tony. We know it's going to be awesome. Well, Mindy and I will be on the air for that USA game as we get ready for those big conference finals tomorrow too. Don't forget in college football. So it's going to be a nice, awesome weekend of football action. Even though we don't get the full card anymore, these are some awesome matchups. Tonight and tomorrow. Really.
Yeah, a lot of good action here from college football for tomorrow's action. So get on board with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. He's got that Conference USA Championship game going off for tonight. This profit guarantee starts in 4 hours. Also, college basketball Friday 3-pack shows here starts in 2 hours. So maybe one of those early games coming up for Ramon here over at Tony's Picks with that college basketball Friday 3-pack. So get on board there with Ramon. Now, these plays are sold at profit guarantee. Must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credit. That is profit guarantee. Also, if you scroll down, you'll find Ramon's longer term passes. Those are in yellow. They're not profit guaranteed, but again, because they're sold already at a greater discount. But here we are on a Friday. Really good time to check out Ramon's 3-day all sports pass. If you want to try them out, it's a really good value here on that 3-day pass for $99. You get all of Ramon's premium plays here. Every play, all play. It's an all sports pass. So all of Ramon's plays from college football. That'll get you covered for Friday and Saturday. Also with the NFL that comes here on Sunday. We got all these college basketball games coming up, NBA, NHL. If Ramon is in action in the World Cup, that's also part of it. There's an UFC card coming up here this weekend. He's always involved there. So that's a great value there with that 3-day all sports pass. As a matter of fact, when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you'll save 20% off. That knocks it from $99 to $79. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description and clicking the All Cappers tab, and then you will land right on Ramon's page here on his profile page, and that's where you'll be able to get his plays. As a matter of fact, we'll go back up here and take a look at his mark he's put together here. A very impressive record here for 2022. Remember, we started this site, we started documenting around in January, so this is almost a full year here. NHL, over 3,300 units of profit. NBA, 1,946 units of profit. College football, near 1,200. NFL, 780 units of profit. Was successful in the summer league. Look at this UFC results here, 644 units of profit. CFL finished off a profitable season also during the baseball regionals. So if you're considering even a 1-year pass, you'd look for Ramon because around the summertime, he cranked it here with these summer sports as well as the in-season sports right now. So get on board. You feel comfortable with that 3-day pass, just get in there, get signed up, use our promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. Ramon, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks. Ramon, more content there. And of course, the morning steam returns Saturday.
Yeah, pick up free winners at Tony's Picks Ramon during the weekdays and weekends. Need another free winner? Pick one up right there from me and follow all the cappers at Tony's Picks. And Mindy and I'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. The U.S. game starts at 7 a.m. I do a goal call anytime there's a goal scored. If the U.S. scores, I might fly off the end here, but going to be pretty exciting tomorrow, taking on Orange. Big matchup, obviously. U.S. man, they're young, and the Orange is not so young, so maybe the young guys can do it in that one, Tony. But we'll be on live when that game's going on because it's a pretty big card tomorrow. You figure we're going to preview all the college football games. We're going to have some college basketball to look at. We're going to look at, probably a big NBA, NHL card too, with all of our friends in the chat. Become a member of Team Steam. You come over to the site, we're on the air, we break down the games, you type in your comment, your statistic, your prediction, and I flash it up on the screen. Later on, we chop up those videos and send them out to YouTube as promotional tools for Tony'sPicks.com, but you're involved. So if you come in, make your picks, and those videos get viewed by several hundred people already. Tony, we're getting, several hundred views on all those, on the show, the individual videos. So you're on record, right? You want to be a handicapper? Here you are. You can do it and show off to all of your friends on the air, right? You've made the right pick in the game. So that's part of what we do. It's just kind of evolved that way, Tony. And we got a bunch of people that we recognize in there. They come in with their comments, their picks, if you will, and sometimes even get me to sway my opinion a little bit, which is obviously a good thing because Mindy already recited to you some of those big numbers, for example, in college basketball. So, proud of the fact that we've been able to put together already over a dime profit on our show picks, and we owe some of the credit to our chat because they come in and say, take this team or take that. I'm on this team, I'm on that team. Flash it up there on the screen. Mindy likes it, I like it. It's a consensus pick, not just Mindy and I, but Team Steam, as we've affectionately called them now. So it's a community. I never thought I'd be part of something like that. Amazing.
Yep, amazing, guys. Check out Ramon and Mindy on the Morning Steam tomorrow at 9 a.m. each time live. Be live with them and get the plays in real time so you get the best numbers. A lot of content there. NBA, hockey, they cover college football, NFL, so great time to tune in. All right, Ramon, as always, keep up that great work, and we'll talk with you again on Monday.
All right, Tony, 3-2 Switzerland still, and no score still. Brazil and Cameroon. Have a good weekend.
You as well. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. All right, guys, we're with you here Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Oops, we don't do opening lines anymore because the guys submit the videos. So Game Day Picks, there we go. Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Maybe we may have an opening line show. I don't know. Maybe Ramon, the Prince of Darkness. We'll come up with something like that. Maybe we'll see. But anyway, guys, check us out here on Game Day Picks live at 3 p.m. Eastern time here on our channel. Let's continue on here with Game Day Picks. All right, I'm not going to delete that banner because we might use it someday. We may use it someday when we have we do that show again. But anyway, let's continue on here with the show because a lot of times our video contributors now, they used to show up on the show, but it was better if they just shot the videos on their own. Like you see Brandon, you see Ben as well. Collins will be back doing them, and we'll have more. I think Pravi and Brandon will be. Pravi will be doing it. We got Hollywood Sam. Let's get him set up too. So we'll get a lot more content here from our contributors. And it seems a lot of the new people coming are ready to roll with videos. So we're taking our time bringing in people, and we want them to contribute a little bit more on the media side because they're more successful. That's really what it comes down to, So. Let's continue on here on the show. Now it is time for my pick. Let's bring it up here right now. We're going to go on the USC-Utah game. This one is USC laying 2.5. Total sits at 67 here. And I'm going to be looking here at the Trojan side here. The more I thought about it, the more I liked it. I didn't make this a premium, but the more I thought about it, the more I liked the USC side here at -2.5. There's a couple of things going on here. First off, it's a neutral site game. We saw how well USC was able to move the football on Utah in their first meeting. I was really impressed with their offense. Now, I know defense had their shortcomings. I had a buddy of mine that went to that game in Utah and told me just how huge that home field advantage was for Utah. And they could just feel it there, and they were impressed how USC was able to handle that crowd noise and still function offensively. So that is something I took in as well in this game. And also, too, I hate to bring this stuff up, but it's always in the back of our minds, right? If USC wins, they go into the playoff, right? And who's refereeing these games? Pac-12 officials, right? I mean, look, listen, 50-50 calls, you know where they're going, right? You know where they're going. I don't have to go and explain to you about the situation when Pac-12 officials are officiating, and this is on any conference. This is not just the Pac-12. You know the 50-50 calls where they're going. That's all I'm going to say, right? If there's a hold, you're going to look the other way, you know. But here's another scenario that I thought about earlier. And if you followed me on Twitter, I wrote this up there, and it came to mind here. Think about Utah's situation, right? If Utah wins, they're in the Rose Bowl, right? If Utah loses, USC is in the playoffs. Utah is in the Rose Bowl. So Utah is pretty much in the Rose Bowl no matter what happens in this game, because they usually take the second-place team from the Pac-12 and put them in the Rose Bowl. So the loser of this game, if it's USC, they get screwed. They're probably going to end up at the what's the number 2 bowl game now? Is it the Alamo Bowl? They probably go to the Alamo Bowl. There'll be a fade in that one if they lose. But anyway, Utah lose, they go to Rose Bowl. Win, they go to Rose Bowl, right? So, but again, wink, wink. I just think USC is the right side in this game. I'm going to look at the numbers here because I was discussing this with a buddy of mine at the gym today because he's heading out to the game today. And a lot of the USC boosters will be going. They'll probably be working half day. They're probably already in the airport flying out there. Some of them have private jets. Some of them will be riding first class. None of them will be riding commercial. These are USC boosters. They'll be heading up there to Vegas to watch this game. And I expect when the USC money comes in, it will be USC. We're already starting to see some threes pop up, and it didn't surprise me at all because I expected once the boosters got into town, they were going to be going away. They were going to be pounding this book, and. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one hits 3, and wouldn't even surprise me if the really, really late money. Although it's not a 10:30 Eastern game. It's an 8 p.m. Eastern game. So I don't think we'll see the 3.5. I thought if the kickoff was at 10:30, we might have seen the 3.5 come up. But I still think these guys will be such a rush to get to the games. The boosters getting in there and pushing across their money. You're going to see big money coming on, I believe, here on the Trojans, no doubt. But 2.5 while you get it. Don't wait. Because I expect the 3 to come in this one. Actually, I'm even looking at some graphics here showing 3 from some of the networks here. But I'm seeing a mix of 3s and 2.5s. So that's how I'm looking at it there. And that's the play here for me. Guys, check out Tony's picks right now. I've got a best bet here from college football on the board right now for tonight. Also a 3-pack. I put together my 3 best bets here, my 3 best plays here from college basketball and NBA. Put them together in a 3-pack. So a 3-pack from the NBA and a best bet here from college football. Let's go ahead and put up my site right now, or my profile page right now. So here we go. A 3-pack going on right now. A Powerhouse Friday 3-pack. 3-pack of plays. 2 college hoops, 1 NBA in this package. And then my best bet is from the college football tonight. It's a standalone play. It also made it $15. So there you go. Profit guarantee on both of these. So this is what I have going on right now at Tony's Picks. Also, again, you may consider my long-term pass. And again, that 3-day pass is a great value. You'll get all my premium plays here with that 3-day pass here for my pass here for $99. That would include all my premium plays here from NFL Sunday, college football here Friday and Saturday, all my NBA and college hoops, part of that 3-day all sports pass. So a really good value there. Use that. And of course, you could use that promo code TonyT at checkout. That'll save you 20% off. We'll take $20 off that pass from $99 to become $79 when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. And of course, you can access my page by clicking the link in the description and clicking the All Cappers tab. And of course, you'll land right here. And you'll find my plays here, again, that are in orange. Our profit guarantee. They must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back to your account for Zai credits. That's profit guarantee. My longer term passes are not profit guarantee because they're already sold at a low price. Think about that, right? $33 a day. When you take 20% off that comes out to almost $25 a day, right? For the 3-pack for my entire card for each day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's already sold at a considerable discount. Actually, I think it's more like $26.50 there is when you do the math there per day when you take the promo code and apply it to it. So it's already a good price for that 3-day I would recommend that here on a Saturday, on a weekend past Friday, Saturday, Sunday coverage there. All right, guys, that's my play here. And then so check me out over at Tony's Picks. You can access my page. Click the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here with game day picks. Now time for my picks. Let's put up my game board right now, and we will be looking at the recap for today, right? So let me get the show picks up here. We had Mindy on today. She liked the Rangers and Senators under 6.5. Ramon was on the Pelicans Spurs under 232, and I'm on USC, lay the 2.5, and you better be quickly with it. Be quick about it because I think this will hit 3. 2.5 here against Utah. That's going to do it for this edition here of Game Day Picks. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live. Begin on Monday live. Where we are here Monday through Friday live here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. Bringing our cappers in from Tony's Picks. Still got with the live picks here for that day's action, Monday's action. All right, that's going to do it for our show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from today. We're going to go ahead and wait. Goodbye, guys.